Good evening, ScarySkeletor. I wanted to first of all show my appreciation to you for all the things you were talking about on your how to get views, whatever, on your YouTube channel. And this is actually a video response to you on this because I wanted to expand on some of the things you were talking about. Do I agree with everything you said? No. But most of what you said I do agree with, and I'll tell you what I do agree with and what I don't agree with, and my reasons for saying some things that you may or may not agree with. So let's get into this. First of all, number one, I know you're never going to believe this, but I do have people. I actually have a relative of mine. She is in her retirement years, and she is enjoying retirement quite nicely, thank you very much. But she has just recently learned how to sign up for YouTube. And I know this is really hard for you to believe, but there are a lot of people out there that just simply do not know how to sign up for YouTube. And I'm not going to go into any in-depth on this myself, simply for the fact I have better things to do with my time than to stand there and give an in-depth, detailed discussion about how to specifically sign up for YouTube. So I would like to ask you to do a video to show them literally step by step how to sign up for YouTube, because I'll tell you what, there are people out there that are interested in YouTube. They just don't know how. And they don't really know how YouTube works, and I will get into some of that afterwards. So I'm going to let you teach them how to do the sign up part, and then from that point forward I'll teach some of the other stuff that they really need to know. Okay. You first talked about, in part one of your series, to accept friend invites. Personally, before you go and subscribe to anybody that you accept a friend invite from, I would have an in-depth discussion with them. Try to get them to subscribe to you before you subscribe to them. And the reason I say that is to make sure that the people you're subscribing to are legit. There are some bots out there. There are some computer programs that pose to people. Also, there are people that are really nonchalant. They really are not into the YouTube game like other people. Let me tell you something. Some people here on YouTube really want to get partnered with YouTube. And then there are others that just simply, it's just kind of a casual kind of thing with them. And I understand people being casual on YouTube, but on the other hand, when you're wanting people to subscribe to you, you want people that really, they're really in-depth and interested in subscribing and getting involved. You don't want people that are just going to be casual and maybe once in a while they'll stop by. No. You want people that are real. And that's why I say what I say. Let's see. You were telling me that, well, not telling me specifically, but you were telling people that they should look for new YouTube channels, people that are just started up on YouTube, and to just automatically give them a friend invite and start wanting them to, try to give them a subscription, try to have them give you one too. I would first talk to them a little bit. Like I said, even with the newbies, you want to see how sincere they are to be on YouTube. Because they may just start up and they may not ever post a video, they may not ever do anything with their account, and that's not the kind of subscriber you want. You want people that are going to watch your videos and you're going to watch their videos, and they're serious about being partnered just as much as you're serious about being partnered, and maybe you both can be partnered together. And you don't want a dead anchor stone being subscribed to you. It's nice to have the subscription, but on the other hand, it's kind of a dead weight. You don't want dead weights. You want active channels. That's what you want. At least that's what I want anyway. Okay? So, make sure to thoroughly converse with somebody before sending them a friend invite, before subscribing to them, that kind of thing, because you don't want any dead weight anchors. I can tell you this right now. I have some dead weights on my YouTube. I'm not going to go into any specific names, but let me tell you something. If they continue to be dead weights, they're going to be unsubscribed. And there's a good reason for that, because YouTube itself has said that you are limited to subscribe to 2,000 people unless people have subscribed to you and that number is bigger than 2,000. So let's say you have 3,000 people subscribed to you, then you can subscribe to 3,000 channels, so on and so forth. I will tell you this, man, after a while you start subscribing to all these people and you're sitting there going, man, why did I even subscribe to these people? It's hard to follow 200 people, much less 2,000. I can't even imagine following 2,000 people. That would be wow. But anyway, so you want to be really careful who you subscribe to and who subscribes to you, because you don't want dead anchors. You want real people. And I have some real live people on my channel, and I can tell you there's a big difference between them and the others. And like I said, soon I'm going to go through my subscriptions, and if they're not really sincere, I'm going to dump them. And like I said, I'm not going to mention names or anything, but I'm going to tell you I don't want dead weights on my channel. It's not a good thing to have. Okay? Now, one of the things that I would personally do is find one of those super humongous channels like Ray William Johnson, Hemi Jeep. We've got some mid-range channels like the Captain Steve Show, Howie Reporting Live, that kind of thing. Find out who's commenting these channels, and then send them a friendly message saying, hey, I'm out here, you're welcome to check me out. Don't pressure them into anything. Just say, hey, you're welcome to check me out. If you like me, fine. If you don't, fine. Send one message and leave it. If they're interested, they'll come back and contact you. If they're not, it's best just to move on. You don't want these spamming people. Well, just letting them know you're out there is not spamming as far as I'm concerned. All you have to do is just simply say, I'm out here. You're welcome to check me out if you want. Just be very friendly. And the more friendly you are, most likely they'll check you out. And if they like you, they'll respond. If not, fine. But most importantly, to make sure somebody is sincere, make sure they comment your channel. That gets you a channel view immediately. And if they comment one of your videos, that gets a comment on one of your videos, which means your video will become a little more popular and start floating around the internet, which is exactly what you want it to do. Let me tell you something. If you own a YouTube channel and you're real serious about the game, you want to start making videos, and you want to make a lot of those videos and post as many as you possibly can as quick as you can. Because the more you fill up YouTube with videos, the more likely you're going to get noticed. So it's, like I said, it's about how serious you are about this game as to what you do. Okay. Yes, I definitely agree that you should find channels of similar interests and talk to people that are going through that. Personally, I have Euclid's Elements on my channel, and so I've been looking at people that have been taking calculus, and I've been telling them that I have Euclid's Elements on my channel, and some of them have responded back very positively, and they have been watching my videos, and that's great. Okay. Now, I will tell you that when you're starting to pop up a lot of videos like I have over 1,100, you really do need a playlist. It wasn't when people were telling me that I needed a playlist that was the problem. A lot of people were being condescending while telling me I needed a playlist, and I was like, man, this is ridiculous. You don't insult me. If you think I should have a playlist, I personally recommend you have a playlist, and leave it at that. Don't be insulting to channels. One thing I will not tolerate on my channel is to be condescended or to be degraded on my own channel. Let me tell you something. You give me some sort of derogatory comment, I'll block you instantly. I won't even mess with you. You derogatory me, I'll block you. It's that simple. So, if you don't want to say something nice, that's fine, but you don't have to completely tear down my character just to say something not nice. You don't have to agree with me. I don't expect people to agree with me. Even Bambi had enemies. But you're going to respect me. And if you don't, you get blocked. That's simple. Okay? So anyway, you were talking about posting things on social networks. I agree with most of it. Okay, but first of all, you didn't explain how that was done, and I will explain that in a little bit. But first of all, one of the things I find most annoying is when people will set up a channel, and I'm going to show you mine here. Let me put this book down here and this one down here. Now take a look over here. This is my channel. Now a lot of people will put a featured video in here. This is great. I like featured videos. But what I do not like is they'll put an autoplay on these featured videos. Okay, that's just annoying. Number one, you're saying, okay, I'm going to get an automatic view. Yes, you are going to get an automatic view, but you're forcing people to watch your videos. I don't force people to watch anything. If they want to see it, they will. If they don't have to. And I don't like people putting this on auto view, and you know, here I am perusing through channels at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I don't live here all by myself, so I'm waking other people up in my house because all of a sudden I click on a channel and it's blaring music. I have to turn my volume down just to take a look at channels. No, don't ever do that. That's annoying, very annoying, especially to the older crowd. So, yes, have a featured video, but don't put it on autoplay. If they want to see it, they'll click it. Okay? Now, with YouTube here, you can actually post a video, post a bulletin, and if you do, it appears on every channel that's subscribed to you. You can change the settings on your channel. You can pick your channel type. You can make your channel visible or invisible to those looking you up. You can have channel tags. Now these tags are very important because somebody will type in some keywords to look up particular channels. This is how they find you. Okay? Themes and colors. Now I have a green background with yellow for the border. That works well for me. Yours may be something else. I don't know. You can have now right here, this is a module. This right here is a module. This is a module here. This is a module here. There's plenty of modules on my channel. The comment module, which lets people read all my comments. The moderator module, where people can leave me questions, so on and so forth. The subscribers and subscription modules will show people who I'm subscribed to and who is subscribed to me, which is very nice. You know, as you get to be bigger channel, you can help others find other channels as well as your own. Because let me tell you something, mine is an educational channel that's great and that's wonderful, fantastic, but not everybody wants to watch all my educational stuff. Let me tell you something, I do watch new age videos. It may not be all educational, but hey, at the end of the day, I don't want to think anymore. I don't want to have to figure out mathematical problems. I just want to relax. And New Age video is a great way to relax. It's a wonderful channel to relax to. I can tell you that right now. You can show other channels. That would be right down here. This is your other channels box. This is what they talk about with box per box. Somebody puts you in their box, you put them in yours, so on and so forth. That's what they're talking about there. You can show recent activity, so on and so forth. And then you can fix up your videos and playlists. This particular part here is where you can set your featured video. This is your featured video right down here. This is mine, and you can set your featured video. But in order to set a featured video, you've got to have videos on your YouTube page. This one's mine, and of course there are others that have others like this. So this is called your featured video, and you can set that, so on and so forth. So just kind of peruse through all this, and that'll kind of give you an idea of how YouTube works. Now, I'm going to click something for just a second, so hang on just a second, please. And we're going to go right down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick my Video Response Wars 2. Okay, I'm not going to play it. Now you were talking about sharing things with other websites like Facebook, Twitter, that kind of thing. here is the share button. You'll find the like and the dislike. You can actually like videos, and I highly recommend this. When you like and comment a video, it starts getting spread around YouTube. The higher the ratings, the better off it's going to be. And let me tell you something, views is very important to videos. And the more you view a video, the more it gets spread around. And that's important to those of us who are seeking or have achieved partnership. Okay, but this button is called share. You can actually add a video to a playlist. It doesn't matter whether you are actively participating in YouTube or not. You can actually have playlists of particular videos that you particularly like. I've created playlists so that people can actually see what I actually have, and play around with the playlist. You'll figure that part out. Anyway, you have the share feature, and once you click the share button, you can buzz your video, tweet your video, share it with Facebook. You can email your video to whomever you like. And you can start sharing it with social websites like Orchid, MySpace, Blogger, Hi5, Livespaces, StumbleUpon, Tumblr, and Bebo. Of course, you can share it with others as well, but these are the ones they allow you to share right off this page. Now, this is where we have to start going into some explanations. I know this video is kind of long, but you really need explanations on this. I'm pretty sure that everybody's familiar with Facebook and MySpace. If you're not, well, you can look these up all yourself. Twitter is a basic, and I'm going to explain this to middle-aged and getting close to retired people because they don't understand Twitter as well as everybody else. Twitter is one of those things where you're just making simple statements about your life. Let's say you are cooking a roast. So what you do is you type into Twitter, "I'm cooking a roast." And whoever's following you would know you were cooking a roast. Okay, so it's like giving brief messages, and they set it up because of the cell phones. You could Twitter on your cell phone. That's where the text messages come from. You can actually Twitter on your phone, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is where I am," so on and so forth. And people can just kind of follow you along throughout the day. And if you have access to a cell phone, it's really a kind of a treat. I don't Twitter that much. My life is too boring for it. But anyway, other websites, Orchid is owned by Google, and so is Google Buzz. Now, the Google Orchid was named after Orchid, and I cannot pronounce this guy's last name. It is Buyukkokten. Okay, now, Orchid is a social website that is popular both in India and Brazil. So if you start posting things on Orchid, you will probably get a lot of Brazilians and a lot of people from India that will want to follow you. If that's what you want, fine. Blogger. Blogger is a good site. I highly recommend Blogger. Why do I recommend Blogger? Because when you're dealing with Blogger, you can either type a blog, or you can actually put a YouTube video as a blog on Blogger. Now, the thing is, Blogger works with AdSense. I would like for you to investigate Google AdSense because there is profit to be made from that. And you need to check it out and see what you think of it. I like Google AdSense. I have added it onto my blog. Okay? So check it out. You should. Hi5 is another social website. Livespace is another social website. It has been set up by Microsoft. StumbleUpon is yet another social website. It's a form of a web search engine. It finds and recommends web pages to you. So it goes out there, it looks for very interesting web pages that it thinks you're going to be interested in, and it says, "Hey, take a look." Okay? Tumblr is kind of a cross between Twitter and Blogger. You can type in these really quick blogs, and there you go. Don't have much use for Tumblr. Bebo It stands for blog early, blog often. They're trying to encourage you to write blogs. That's what that thing's all about. Okay. Now, one of the things you said in your videos was to find news stories and blog about them. Okay. My answer to that is find unusual news stories. Because let me tell you something. The great big channels like Hemi Jeep and Ray William Johnson and Pogobat and so on and so forth, they're going to find these great big stories and they're going to blog on it before anybody else because they have the time to do that. But if you go out and do your homework and you find an extremely unusual story, there you go. Okay, now keep in mind, like I said before, that Google limits you to subscribing to 2,000 channels. They'll let you subscribe to more as soon as a whole bunch of people subscribe to you, but that could take a while, so be careful who you're subscribing to and make sure they're not dead weight. I would say have a simple YouTube handle. When you're naming your YouTube channel, have something simple, something that'll stick in people's minds. I've called myself the Speed Learner. People remember that rather quickly. If you have an unusual title to your channel, you're going to have a double problem. Number one, people aren't going to remember it very well. Number two, when somebody does the shout out for you, they're going to have a real tough time doing your shout out because they're not going to be able to pronounce your channel's name. And you want shout outs, I assure you. Okay? I would find channels that do shout outs, and don't ever post copyrighted material on your YouTube channel. That's the quickest way to be pulled off. I'm telling you, you don't want, if you happen to accidentally put some copyrighted material on your channel and they tell you about it, get it off quick, because if you don't, you're adios. It's real quick. Okay? And that's pretty much all I've got to say on this subject. So, hopefully you found this very informative. I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.